Cameron Todd Willingham, Carlos De Luna, Ruben Cantu, Larry Griffin. These are not just names on a piece of paper. They echo with pain of lives unjustly taken, memories of individuals who were wrongfully convicted and sentenced to a death before their time. Their stories serve as a wake-up call, revealing deep flaws within our justice system. My aim today is to convince you that abolishing the death penalty on a federal level is not only a moral imperative, but also a necessary step toward a more just and equitable society. The issue is critical because it concerns our moral values, the effectiveness of our justice system, and its association with systemic racism. As a human rights advocate, I have extensively researched the implications and consequences of capital punishment. Today, I will delve into the moral and ethical issues surrounding the death penalty, the alarming potential for wrongful executions, and the disproportionate effects it has on people of color. Firstly, let's consider the moral and ethical implications of the death penalty. According to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted by the United Nations in 1948, it states that everyone has the right to life. This makes the death penalty our most significant violation of human rights. When governments have the authority to end lives, they also have the power to deny access to all other rights listed on the Declaration. This primary right, the right to life, serves as a basis for all others. Furthermore, in the 2015 article titled America's Changing Religious Landscape, conducted by the PEW Research Center, it was found that roughly 7 in 10 Americans identify with some branch or form of the Christian faith. Christianity, which heavily influences American culture and governance, teaches us to love and respect all life, as reflected in our national motto, "In God We Trust." However, capital punishment blatantly contradicts these teachings by promoting violence rather than seeking forgiveness and redemption. By enforcing the death penalty, we are essentially playing God by deciding who deserves to live and who deserves to die. This power is far too great and far too irreversible to be controlled by any human institution. The death penalty fundamentally contradicts these moral and ethical principles, raising serious questions about its justification. Beyond moral concerns, there's a significant risk of wrongful executions. According to the 2024 Innocence and the Death Penalty article by the Innocence Project, open quote, at least 190 people have been exonerated from the death row in the U.S. since 1973, close quote. That is 190 innocents, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters whose time was ripped away from them. Furthermore, in a 2014 study conducted by Samuel R. Gross and his colleagues titled Rate of False Convictions, it was found that at least 4% of defendants sentenced to death in the United States were likely innocent. These situations show us how our legal system can often and easily make mistakes, making us wonder if the ends truly justify the means. If there's even a possibility of error, would you take the chance? Would you allow yourself or a loved one to become another victim of this grim statistic? In a system where the ultimate punishment cannot be undone, even the slightest margin of error is intolerable. This possibility of executing innocent people makes one doubt the fairness of a justice system that puts punishment before protecting innocent lives. In addition to moral and ethical concerns, the risk of wrongful executions, the death penalty is also racially biased. In a 2003 study conducted by the American Civil Liberties Union titled Race and the Death Penalty, it revealed that people of color have accounted for a disproportionate 43% of a total executions since 1976, and 55% of those currently awaiting execution. To further put this into perspective, open quote, as of October 2002, 12 people have been executed where the defendant was white and the murder victim was black. compared to 178 black defendants executed for murders with white victims. If this statistic does not alarm you, then you are a part of the problem. The disproportionate impact of capital punishment on minority communities emphasizes the urgent need to tackle systemic racism in the criminal justice system and advocate for sentencing practices that ensure fairness and equality. Today, we examine the moral and ethical concerns, the risk of wrongful executions, and the disproportionate impact of people of color associated with the death penalty. I hope you now truly understand why the death penalty should be abolished on a federal level. I encourage you to become a part of the movement striving to eliminate the death penalty and to back initiatives aimed at reforming our criminal justice system to ensure fairness and equity for all. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, the future depends on what we do in the present. So let's take a stand today to ensure a more just and humane future for all. Thank you.